What's good, Dokkan Ninja Turtles? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be, well, bullshitting. We're going to be bullshit-toing right now because I know I'm looking at hit Mojito, Margarito, Burrito, Hito. We looking at him right now, but he ain't got nothing to do with it. I just wanted to get that out of there because I ain't said that in a very long time. We're going to be talking about the new unit that's going to be coming out probably tomorrow night, since it will be the 29th. And well, we have the timeline on everything. So the next Dokkan Festival will be happening on the 31st, which will give us obviously the amount of time, the proper time to align that way we can get the unit and then have the 2 days for the data, for the in-game notice, data download stuff, and then the unit drops. So 31st, we already know that. That's when the banners is going to be coming out. And I know some people going to be asking when the banners drop. I just told you right there. I just told you when. Okay, look, you can even see the time frame right there when it happened, bro. You can literally see the time frame. So I'm just saying, you know, I'm just saying this there. It's right there in front of your face. Now, with that, with this new, we're going to get the Dokkan Fest, and then we're also going to get an LR. So this is going to be the real telling point for Dokkan Battle, because one, in the new Geppy era, we did get surprised about Saiyan Day, which is pretty much done now. Saiyan Day, we got our first LR, and we also got Dokkan Frontier. That was basically like Omasu's like last, for everyone. And I know a lot of people, have a little opinion on that and stuff like that. But for this topic right now, this is going to tell a lot, because if this unit for this slot right here where Cell came out last year, if this unit coming up is a Planet Namek Saga unit, then that's going to tell us like, okay, so now it's about to get updated, which would help quite a bit, because I know there's a lot of people that's been, complaining a lot about not having a lot of the Planet Namek Saga units and stuff like that. Well, a lot of them will probably be on the banner, especially since we just had a banner right now that you could have summoned on. I can't remember if it went away or not, or if it's still up, but you can summon on to get Planet Namek Saga units, and a lot of people blew that shit off because it was 30 Dragon Stones and doing it for a game mode. Understand it, but if it is like someone like Zarbon, or I'm throwing Zarbon out there because I'm still want to. I like this. I want to see it. Okay, but if it happens, cool. If it happens. If it's not, then like I said, that tells us about Dokkan Frontier probably not getting updated, because the thing is that I don't think they're gonna update that game mode after the Frieza nail fight. I don't think they'll do that and not have a new unit that actually comes out. And even if it is the time slot of like they don't update it until we get to Golden Week, which could be 2 LRs here, that could still be another rendition of Goku versus Frieza that we get. So the Goku LR Kaioken to Super Saiyan, and then also having a Frieza, a final form Frieza that transforms to full power Frieza. If that happens, great. There's a lot of easy hits and stuff like that that could come out of this one, which we all necessarily know. The thing is the reason why I'm saying something like Zarbon or anything like right here in this spot and not like another LR, because you still have the LR that, by the way, like, I mean, I guess you could sort of say that Paikuhan sort of corresponded with it, just because in the afterlife he did, sell. So we understand that. But like, if we get like a Zarbon, and then we get like another, like, say, first form Frieza, or I would hope they wouldn't give us another fucking Ginyu Force again, because at that point in time I would be like, yo, just get some other people some LRs. I don't think we're gonna get another Gohan and Krillin. I don't think we'll get another Vegeta and Goku exchange or something along the lines of that. So that is a little iffy part, because we already have a Goku currently right now from Frontiers that we're all necessarily expecting to probably go LR. So how they play with that is necessary how they play that, but I don't think they would give us the rest of that Planet Namek Saga Frontier. I don't think that would happen. I think it would be more of it stopped at nail fight, and then it would probably go until we get to like Frieza's final form, like when he first did his final form, and then it would stop right there. And then we would get the later half of that afterwards, is what I would necessarily say that would happen. And like I said, depending on how much they necessarily really have Dokkan Frontier, and the why I'm talking about Dokkan Frontier so much is because it gives them, I won't say it gives them a guiding light or nothing like that they could sort of bob and weave through at times. It gives them more of a like a straight arrow of looking at it and being like, okay, well, we're gonna do this at this point, so we should have units come out that correspond with that around that time that would be new that they could use, because it's probably going to get harder as it goes, because again, this was supposed to be a sort of a, I would say, legacy event and stuff like that for, you know, basically OGs, people who've been playing the game for a very long time. It's not necessarily meant for new people, but if they did turn that into it, hey, you new people can do this because we're giving you new units and stuff like that, whatever easy A's and stuff like that we get at this point. If it is, then that would probably help a lot of the people that were, you know, sort of, you know, moaning and complaining about not being able to do it because they weren't OGs and didn't have the units and stuff like that, or just didn't summon a lot to get some of these units. Because again, some of these units were just into SSR pull rate, and whether you had them, you know, TUR or not, it's kind of your fault. They're just sitting in your box. But regardless, like, it would give a lot of those units a lot of life in there, and probably be able to have those unit people just steamroll up until and catch up to where we're necessarily at. So that's one of my biggest things to see it, is if it's going to be Planet Namek Saga, because, well, you know, Planet Namek Saga needs new units, and this would be perfect if they just done Planet Namek Saga here, and until we get to basically leading up to the actual Golden Week of, you know, Goku and Frieza, and then that ties, and then that literally ties it up for Planet Namek Saga, and we're done there. Like, that would, I mean, again, basically kill two birds with one stone. Like, Frontiers is done for Planet Namek Saga, then they can move on, and then also Planet Namek Saga gets extremely buffed, and everyone can look at Planet Namek Saga like, ooh, okay, shiny new toys, oh, they're good. But regardless, if it's not, like, you still have this slot here of being very important, even if it doesn't correspond with Frontiers, because now this is like, hey, you've already gave us an LR and a Spicy and Feature unit that are pretty solid. Is the next Dokkan Fest, regular TUR Dokkan Fest, going to be crazy, or is it going to be a little bit, because obviously it's going to be a spike up from obviously what it was and stuff like that last year for difficulty and everything, but in terms of, like, are you going to do something that's going to get people extremely hyped or not? Like, is it going to be, because in my opinion, Cell, even though I summoned on him and got him at the time, like, he wasn't really extremely hyped. Fuck you, 18. I just remembered that 18's been staring at me this whole time in this video. Fuck 18. But I just had to say that. I just had to say it. But if it is, then, you know, it is what it is there. But I would assume Planet Namek Saga, just from how everything needs to be. But if it's not, I'm curious to see, because I don't know, like, I really don't know who they would give the LR to right here, unless it was a situation where this unit was maybe like a second form Frieza, and then this unit could be like an LR Zarbon and Dodoria that pretty much has an active skill or revival to only Zarbon and his transform state, or it could be a Zarbon and Dodoria card, just in general, a tag unit, switch unit, whatever you want to say. It could be that. That actually makes a lot of sense if that happens. Actually, I think I would like that a lot. I think I would like that a lot better, because I don't think second form Frieza really gets any love all that much. He's got like a free to play card, and then after that, he's got like an SSR in the game, and that might be it. He doesn't, like, regardless of what it is, he doesn't have a lot of units in the game, and that would correspond with Frontier if that's the case, because right after that, he pretty much goes and confronts Vegeta and them. They have one little fight, and then he transforms, and everybody's like, oh fuck, you know, except for Vegeta, because he knows, but everybody else is like, oh, what the fuck is going on? Like, that would make sense. Let me know if I'm spitting or not on this one, but regardless, even if it's not, you can take a stab at it, because it could be anybody at this point in time, but that would be dope as hell if it actually was. Let me know. But other than that, have an awesome day / nice, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.